Welcome to episode 6 of our Did You Know series. Did you know it's not just homelessness, it's systemic collapse? Brisbane's homelessness crisis is at breaking point. Tents in parks have become the last resort for people with nowhere else to go. But instead of real solutions, councils have announced a crackdown, evicting the homeless and threatening fines of up to $8,000 for sleeping in public spaces. Brisbane's Lord Mayor claims most are homeless by choice. But choice disappears when you've exhausted all options. Crisis accommodation is full, rents are through the roof, and public housing is gridlocked. Even as Shelter by Grace remains the only homeless shelter in Logan, Logan City Council is passing the buck. And we've heard a number of times now that homelessness is not a local council issue, it's a state government issue. Meanwhile, state government points to the federal government and round it goes. Everyone's passing the buck. And this isn't just an Australian problem. The UK, Canada, and Australia, 3 nations separated by oceans, are unravelling in eerily similar ways. Rising living costs, stagnant wages, vanishing local industry, mass migration masking a broken economic model. Politicians keep promising growth and reform, but the gap between promise and reality widens every year. Home ownership is now a dream for many. Public services are stretched to their limits. Real wages haven't moved in decades. Behind the scenes is a bigger problem, managed decline. It's not just mismanagement, it's a strategy. Ensure the collapse is orderly and extract as much value as possible on the way down. And when it comes to housing, the cracks are glaring. Right now, thousands of houses across our city sit vacant, not because there's no demand, but because property investors are sitting tight. Why? They're waiting for the right market to sell. Many refuse to rent them out due to growing government red tape that adds cost but delivers little benefit to either tenants or landlords. Repairs and compliance upgrades are seen as too expensive or risky under new regulations. The result? Empty homes in a city full of people with nowhere to go. Governments could be incentivising the use of these properties. They could be removing the red tape that deters rental supply. But instead, they're criminalising homelessness and pushing rezoning for high-rise apartments that benefit developers, not those on the streets. We're told density is the answer, but families don't want to raise their children in shoebox units with no support. And when communities push back, they're labelled as NIMBYs or outdated. The real issue isn't density. It's a lack of vision, compassion, and joined-up thinking. So where does this end? Governments will keep shifting blame, moving goalposts, and recycling empty promises. But the cracks are widening, and they're not just in policy. They're in our streets, our suburbs, and our social fabric. What can you do? You can support organisations like Shelter by Grace that are stepping up where governments fail. You can speak out against the criminalisation of homelessness. You can demand policies that put people first, not paperwork or profit. If the government won't step up,